If you're wondering why I'm a cat right now, it's because Twitch chat was having fun. I record all of these on stream, link down below. Today we're going to be following up the Ground Pounder video, where we showcased in that video a Blast from the Past build and a Totally Rockin' Out build. We're going to be doing the same today. Blast from the Past is perfectly fine because the HUSK Buster is incredibly strong. This weapon does not need that much help at all. Super safe build that I like to showcase just for the average user. But if you want to crank it up a notch, double crit damage, Totally Rockin' Out is incredibly strong. The HUSK Buster is a high damage, slower fire rate, higher mag size than the Ground Pounder version that is super ammo efficient because it's a scavenger weapon and it packs a punch. Not only is it super strong for normal missions, but because double crit damage Totally Rockin' Out is so good, I actually ran it in a Frost Knight run and it did really well all the way into the end game. So link to that Frost Knight run down below, link to the Ground Pounder video down below. I have most of my schematics for double crit damage because of that Frost Knight run, but I switched this one to crit ready crit damage. I crafted another copy to save my reperk, and this is the build we're running. So mag size, because it's basically the same as reload. Per shell, because of the way that it factors reload time, mag size is the same reloading speed, and we're running Chaos Agent. Crit rating crit damage is great because that's just the way you want to go. Nature is super strong against water enemies, which is what we're dealing with right now. Then we got damage to afflicted and affliction because it's super strong. The loadout I'm using is super standard. Shrapnel Headhunter in the lead, Blast in the Past, Hide Might, gotta get the extra crit damage. Then we got Chaos Agent as mentioned, and Coconuts for health and damage. Super straightforward build. Let's hop in game and check it out. All right, we got a Mist Monster. Easy Coconut. Let's see what we can... Oh, yep, nope, that's the HUSK Buster for you, and you can see the enemy just taken away from affliction. It's annihilation. Even against a crowd, you could see you just tag everything once and they all just sort of afflict away. And I keep messing up my keybinds. I did that in the Ground Pounder video as well. Where's the taker? Oh, there we go, and it's gone. Boy, I must be popular because we got a crowd forming. Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna just eat a coconut and just let them all come to me. Pop a war cry. Oh yeah. Oh, it's easy. Oh, it's easy. This weapon, man, this weapon is so strong. All right, just standing in the middle of a giant encampment. What could possibly go wrong? Are we not going to get big? Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's see. How can... you know what? I was going to say, just how can we deal with these bigger targets? But they did not last very long at all. All right, well... I guess that's taken care of. We got one more over here, but at a range, this weapon's not that strong. But even then, Affliction's going to take care of it, and it's not going to be a problem. The HUSK Buster is so good at single target damage, but the slower fire rate makes it struggle a bit against crowds, although this clip would not lead you to believe that. And this is another case where you can see without the Chaos Agent instant reload, it's got a really long reload. It's a very slow reloading, slow fire rate weapon. But against these normal enemies, it doesn't really need the help. So if we get a good mini boss later against that, you'll definitely see it shine. Oh, look at that. I finally found something that might survive more than 3 shots. Let's see. Oh, okay, all right. Some unlucky crit. Oh, yep, that's all it takes. See, that is just the funny thing about running crit builds, is you do so... I want to say so little damage, but the HUSK Buster is still pretty good. You're doing a lot less damage up until you crit, and it dies. I think we've seen enough. Let's get this defense started. All right, the mission has begun. We actually have a weird defense going on here, where they're all spawning in these up and down. It looks like a Minecraft cave system, but hopefully we could get some big targets, because that's really the only thing this weapon is going to struggle against. You might see a lot of cuts in this video, because the big targets like that are the only things that survive even a few shots. All these basic zombies will just wither away. Anything that got hit at all. But that right there is what I was hoping to see. Let's pop a coconut real quick, and easy. Easy. Not the most damage up front. I think the Totally Rockin' Out version will definitely blow these smashers out of the water, but you can see, even with no help, just Blast in the Past being nice and tanky and easy to use, this weapon is doing fantastic. Look at that. Just normally strong. It has no problems. I feel like the Ground Pounder killed a little quicker, but the HUSK Buster is a lot more ammo efficient. It has a lot more left in the tank. So the two weapons are very comparable, and that's why I'm at least recording them on the same day. I'm hoping these videos went out on the same time, sort of. Never like on the exact same day, but at least within a relative time frame, because they are so similar that it's honestly preference. Like, people ask me, what's better, Ground Pounder or HUSK Buster? And I have no idea. In my opinion, I do believe, because of ammo efficiency and the absolute overkill nature that is the Ground Pounder, like, the Ground Pounder shoots fast, but it does so much more damage than it takes to kill a basic enemy that I feel like it's unnecessary. So in my opinion, I think the HUSK Buster is the best shotgun in the game, but that has so many asterisks on it. There's so many caveats to that statement that it's not really something I feel comfortable putting out there too much. because it's just not that simple. It's just not that simple. There are other shotguns that do really, really great. Like the double boiler is the hardest hitting shotgun, or actually I think it's the hardest hitting non-launcher in the game, which is a huge amount of damage. And with the Steam Cloud 6 perk, it does really, really well. Ooh, look at that discharger. It does really, really well, but it just doesn't play the same as the HUSK and ground pounder. You know, these weapons are both semi-auto shotguns that do great for pretty much everything. I don't think the HUSK is bad at any one thing. You can see it's decent enough for crowd clearing, does fantastic against a single target, even as he's ripping across our base, but it doesn't really fall short. Anyway, crowd clearing and single target are the two big factors, and the ground pounder and the HUSK both do fantastic, so that's why I just featured them both. You know, which one's better doesn't matter. Just use whichever one you're in the mood for. The HUSK shoots a little slower. Not everybody likes that. I understand that. It's also cheaper, which is kind of something not a lot of the endgame players might care about, but I feel like it matters. Scavenger weapons are funny because the HUSK is not even the only one. The Stampede is a clone. It's the same in every single way. This weapon has a little doppelganger, but that doppelganger is more expensive, which makes it absolutely obsolete. I guess the HUSK does technically have more durability. Or no, the HUSK has less durability because it's a scavenger weapon, but I did the math long ago, and I compared like the durability compared to the relative cost, and you want to go scavenger every single time. Yeah, you'll have to craft the HUSK more often, but it'll cost less, so it really just doesn't even matter. Unless you plan poorly and it breaks in the middle of a mission, okay, that's where things can get a little muddy, but it doesn't really, I don't imagine that will happen much. I don't think it really matters. Am I about to die with Blast in the Past? I get so lazy with shotguns these good. Like, weapons this good, I get lazy and I just stop eating my coconuts. I know that I basically have a dead perk when I'm not using it, but what's the point? I mean, it's killing everything anyway, so if I don't need the help and I don't need the health, then it doesn't really matter. I am getting a little bit of my damage from Saurian Might. It's not a lot, but we need something to activate we need something to activate Blast in the Past, so Saurian Might is just the best pick for that, especially if we're using a ranged weapon. But so yeah, keeping my health up for him is good, but he's not really doing that much, so I don't really worry about it too much. Ooh, did that anti-air take care of it? I hope that anti-air isn't hitting the tire traps. I mean, I'm not lagging, so I guess it doesn't matter. As long as we're doing fine, I'm good. But yeah, you can see this weapon is just absolutely shredding. I love it so much. This is where Chaos Agent just comes in handy. You know, if you just shoot kind of slowly, just carefully picking your targets, you should have enough grenades to keep it going. As I say that, I'm kind of out, but that's where you kind of alternate between the grenades and the shockwave and the war cry. The war cry is definitely my favorite. If we get up against a mini boss in about a minute here that I can actually attack, I am going to be enjoying that war cry. I almost changed all of my schematics to crit damage just so I could have one of each element in case of the mini boss. I didn't do that, so I'm really, really hoping it's not a fire mini boss. If it is, I think I have a water one crafted. I think I'm okay, but I might be in some trouble. So we'll have to find out what it is together. It'll be spawning any second now, so yeah, kind of excited for that. I didn't get that many coconuts either, but I don't think it mattered. Ooh, we got a smasher. Yeah, 2 million health, by the way, without the health pylon. So that's something I often forget about with the shotgun heroes, is that they have really, really high health. Mine is supercharged, and I'm in a full party of high-level players, but 2 million health is a ton, especially with Blast in the Past. Even without Blast in the Past, that health is... Oh, it's trap vulnerable anyway. Yeah, we got unlucky in the totally rocking out section of the ground pounder video, too. Very, very disappointing, but we could just sort of... oh my god, slowing pools is not good. Here, can I actually build in here? There we go. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Gotta get the broadsides down. Broadsides are just the best for this. If he actually behaves and lets us kill him, come on, man, come on, just let us kill you. Yeah, it's a tank smasher mini boss. So if the broadsides are looking bad right now, that is why. I'm just trying to build and keep the walls out. I know you can't see this, but yeah. Oh, I messed up. I think he's pretty much just gonna die now. Yeah, he teleported. He's probably gonna walk into our traps. I want to make sure he dies, so let's just do that. There we go. Just one, maybe two. Here, let's just do this. I don't know why that happened. There we go. Yeah, just get a couple of zappers down. It'll be super easy, barely an inconvenience. There we go. Yeah, just get that kind of high up. Nice and out of the way. Should zap it just fine. All right, here we go. Let's see what the HUSK can do. Oh, wow, big damage. Took out the mini boss. Oh, it's so sad. I wish there was like a creative mode or something and save the world where I could just spawn a mini boss and show you guys like how strong this weapon can be against it, because I personally want to see it. I'm not just a YouTuber trying to showcase in this instance. I personally, as a gamer, want to get a good mini boss, but Trap Vulnerable just doesn't give me anything to showcase. But it's okay. You guys have been seeing how this thing has been shredding. Just imagine a smasher, but like 10 times the health, you know? It's basically the same thing. And also, it's not worth running an entire mission just to show a mini boss. I tried that in the Blackout AR video with the best loadout I've ever seen. Link to that down below. It wasn't worth it. We actually got a, what was it, a Ricochet mini boss, and I ended up killing myself over and over and over again. It was an absolute travesty. Oh, look at that. We got a couple of mist monsters out here. I took a break from recording, so I don't really have anything ready, but it doesn't even matter. Just throw a grenade, easy. It actually surprises me. I didn't expect a crit. It just chunks for so much damage. I can't wait to see the Totally Rockin' Out. Let's just close out this mission a little early and check in with you then. All right, the cat stream has ended. We're gonna be doing the same build as last time, but double crit damage. Buckshot Raptor in the lead because of course. Totally Rockin' Out because of course. Battle Beat because of course. Subwoofer so we can have it active in a pinch and we're not relying on fumble. Chaos Agent because again, it buffs your damage by like 80%. It's not like a direct damage bonus, but it removes all the time spent reloading, which is a huge amount of downtime when you're not doing any damage. So cutting that out effectively buffs your damage output over time by 80%. Shell Shock and support because of course, and Locked and Reloaded because of course. Let's hop in game and enjoy the carnage. So I imagine this is going to be a pretty short opening clip because we got the double crit damage and we're just gonna, yeah, that's honestly, that's about how I expected that to go. All right, that one was a little too quick. Let's go ahead and try that again. Got to get the wafer popped and he's gone. Yeah, double crit damage might be a little too strong for normal enemies. I doubt we're going to be able to see much until the mission actually begins. It's pretty dang strong. There we go. We got a smasher. That's what we need to deal with. There we go. We just stare at him. You know, let him know. Oh, fuck. Okay. Actually, I was trying to get a thumbnail spot. All right, here we go. Here we go. So we're going to pop a wafer. We're going to pop a wafer, and then we're going to get a war cry going. Easy setup. 3 shots. That's all he survived. That was nothing. That was nothing. This is so strong. Oh, what a beautiful sight. Not one, but 2 enemies that might survive more than 1 shot. All right, here we go. Here we go. I'm excited. Here we go. 1. Oh, okay. All right. Well, we didn't crit. So it effectively died in 2 crits. But it took 3 shots to get that second crit. Where did the other smasher go? Did he just disappear? Is he just afraid? Oh, I see. He's coming in. I see. All right. I gotta pop the wafer. And 1, 2. Yeah. Oh, hey, look at that. Survived the second shot, but affliction, you know, 1 in the end. All right, got another encampment. Here we go. Yep. A little bit of an awkward start. Just got to get that wafer pop because just like in the ground pounder video, it's pretty important to get enough kills going with Battle Beat just to keep the Totally Rockin' Out rolling. Because you can see once you got it active, everything dies. There's absolutely nothing that is safe. Got a few things to clean up over here. 1 and oh, not 2. We got more enemies over here. Where are they going? Where? Oh, you're chasing a chicken. You're chasing a chicken. I'm trying to kill your encampment here, man. Come on. What are these animals doing? By the way, if you guys want an animal tier list, link to that down below. All right, and the mission begins. Let's see if we got any big targets, you know, because this is very similar to the ground pounder situation where only big targets are even going to survive. And even then, this weapon just makes quick work of anything. There's really nothing that can survive the ground pounder for very long. Well, BUSTER. Honestly, one and the same in my brain. I have not been recording as many videos lately as of recording this right now, and I'm changing that today. And so my brain is just fried, apparently. Like, I am very out of the norm with recording these videos. Oh, here we go. All right, here we go. All right. Reload with the war cry, and oh, I don't have Totally Rockin' Out active. I think one-shotting it from that health range was indicative of how that would have gone if he was full health. It's weird to record these in a Cat 4 because we need to have some traps, especially with them being as spread out as they are, but it makes it hard to determine which ones. Like, where do we put the traps? Because I want to showcase for you guys how much damage this weapon can do, but if nothing's surviving, there we go. All right, pop a little wafer action. Oh, unlucky with the crits, but when it did crit, it did like 40% of its health, which is less than I would have expected. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for right there. Smasher just dying with ease. It had no chance. No chance at all. Oh, got a nice little nurse. And, oh, and she's gone. It makes this weapon very hard to record for. It's like, I want to really enjoy the totally rocking out section of this video, but it has to be shorter because everything just dies so fast. So fast. I sounded like that cartoon character. Funny thing is, I don't even remember the cartoon character I sound like. I just remember somebody in some show talking like that. So comment down below if you can remember who that was. Sig just offered me food and I'm so excited. Sig is a housemate, has been living with me and my family for a while, and is also a chef. Well, cook? I don't know. He goes by cook, I think, of like 20 years. And so he makes the meanest fried egg sandwich, and I am super excited for it. So this is just my life right now. Recording a Fortnite video while shooting, hopefully smashers, but nothing really survives this shotgun. So anything that I can at this point while enjoying food, you know? It's great to just double up on that. Like, if you're making food anyway, you know, might as well make two, right? You know, I'm not too shameless to ask. Oh, is that a flinger? All right, perfect. I got you. Throw the grenade, eat the wafer, and wow. You know, I want to say, like, wow, they're surviving, but then you crit and they're gone. This weapon is all about critting. And if I would have put down more steel electric fields, I would be obviously critting a lot more. Getting battle beat active with the traps is definitely a great way to go. But I was not really sure exactly where I could put those down, so I didn't do that as much in this section, but that's okay. Oh my god. The damage. Oh, look at it go. The damage. Nothing survives. You pop a war cry plus totally rocking out with this thing, everything is dead. It does not care. Look at that. Oh, the shield are messing it up, but that's okay. I'm gonna throw a grenade right there. Eat the wafer for the war. Yeah, no, it's not a war cry. It's totally rocking out. Basically a war cry. Oh man. Oh man. That is great. So this is tricky. We got shielder action, and I keep throwing the wrong thing. I keep hitting 4 instead of 5, and I don't know why. I don't know why. It messes me up so much. Maybe I should consider new keybinds. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. What is the solution to my problem? I guess just get good, you know? Just practice more. Every time I mess up is another time I feel like I'm gonna not mess up in the future. There we go. Do that. Easy, correct ones. And, oh, didn't quite 3-shot the smasher. We've been getting unlucky with those crits, but you guys can see the damage is phenomenal. We should be seeing a mini boss in about a minute here, so I'm getting excited for that. All right, what do we got? What do we got? I am so nervous. Please be something I can actually... It's smoke screen! Can we get an F in chat? So disappointing. This is just the worst. You know, this is triple games. As I'm recording this, I did the ground pounder video right before this. So I'm doing 3 matches in a row with a mini boss is just not something I can wail on. I really wanted to demonstrate just how insanely strong Chaos Agent can be. But it's only an amount of damage that makes sense on a mini boss because nothing survives it. Oh, it's so disappointing. So disappointing. How about I just shoot at it and then we can all pretend I'm doing damage. So how much damage am I doing right here? Like 6,000. Let's pretend I'm doing like 2 million, all right? So we'd be laying into it just like this. Yeah. Then you throw the grenade and you're right back into the action. So just imagine I'm doing way more than I am right now. I bet there's somebody watching this muted. Just like, oh my god, Beast is doing it, and I'm dead. Yeah, this mini boss is going crazy on us. I would typically recommend, in this configuration, a crit build physical Ravager, as the smokescreen mini bosses can never have an element. But I don't have that. Mine's nature, or energy, which is annoying. I need to make another copy. I have 2 copies of this weapon supercharged, and I don't have one of them physical right now, which is, oh, and he's gone. All right. I don't know if he despawned or teleported. Mini bosses despawn now, which I'm still not used to. This is an update that happened a very long time ago, and I've never liked it. It never makes sense to me. Like, is it meant to be a safety? Like, we don't fail the mission? Or is it like a punishment? We don't get the rewards if we don't kill it fast enough? Like, I don't... Is this meant to be a difficult part of the mission, or... I don't know what they're trying to do. I don't know. It happened when husks started despawning if they stand around for too long. So mini bosses are affected by that. And I'm pretty sure they survived enough updates where I'm assuming Epic wants that to be the feature. I really don't know. I don't know what they want happening with that. Oh, look at that. Easy. Reload. Activate battle beat. No, I was hoping I'd get enough kills with that to activate battle beat. Oh no. Why am I even bothering? Can I kill it real quick? Yeah, easy. Well, that was the Husk Buster. Nice follow-up to the ground pounder, one of the strongest weapons in the entire game. It's an absolute travesty that I couldn't get the mini-boss clip. Maybe if I use this in the future, I can record a clip. I don't know. That's expecting too much of me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys want to see in the future. Comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. And then...